They don't all live in mansions. They don't all drive sports cars. In fact, the average millionaire might be living right next door, and you'd never know it. In this video, we're breaking down the key findings from the Millionaire Next Door, the research that reveals the surprising habits, mindsets, and spending patterns of America's quietly wealthy. Before we get started, hit like, subscribe, and tap the bell. Because if you want to build wealth, it pays to learn from those who've done it, without the flash. From frugal living to smart investing, let's explore what really sets the self-made rich apart. 10. They work in ordinary professions. Surprisingly, most millionaires aren't celebrities, athletes, or tech entrepreneurs. They're teachers, engineers, accountants, and small business owners who lived frugally and invested wisely for decades. Many own unglamorous businesses like dry cleaners, auto repair shops, or consulting firms. The key isn't having a high income, but rather having a high savings rate and making smart financial decisions regardless of your profession. 9. They educate themselves continuously. The wealthy are lifelong learners who constantly seek knowledge about money, investing, and business. They read financial books, attend seminars, and seek advice from other successful people. Many spend several hours per week studying investment strategies, tax laws, and market trends. This commitment to financial education helps them make informed decisions and avoid costly mistakes that can derail wealth building. 8. They choose appreciating assets over depreciating ones. Millionaires focus their spending on assets that grow in value rather than liabilities that lose value. They buy real estate instead of expensive cars, invest in businesses instead of designer clothes, and purchase quality items that last rather than cheap alternatives that need frequent replacement. When they do make major purchases, they research thoroughly and buy items that hold or increase their value over time. This asset-focused mindset helps them build wealth while others lose money on depreciating purchases. 7. They don't rely on credit. Millionaires hate debt and work aggressively to eliminate it. They pay cash for most purchases and avoid credit card debt entirely. When they do use debt, it's strategic debt for appreciating assets like real estate or business investments. They understand that interest payments are wealth killers that prevent money from compounding. By staying debt-free, they can invest more money and avoid the stress and financial drag that comes with monthly payments. 6. They maximize tax efficiency. Millionaires understand that it's not just about how much you make, but how much you keep after taxes. They maximize contributions to tax-advantaged accounts like 401(k)s and IRAs, use tax loss harvesting strategies, and structure their investments to minimize tax liability. Many work with accountants to find legitimate deductions and organize their finances to pay the least amount of taxes legally possible. This tax-conscious approach can save tens of thousands of dollars annually that can then be invested for future growth. 5. They budget and track every dollar. Contrary to popular belief, millionaires are meticulous budgeters. They know exactly where their money goes each month and allocate specific amounts for investing, spending, and saving. Many use simple spreadsheets or budgeting apps to track expenses down to the penny. They treat budgeting like a business, reviewing their financial performance monthly and making adjustments when needed. This level of financial awareness allows them to identify waste and redirect money toward wealth-building activities. 4. They invest early and consistently. Time is the millionaire's best friend. The research showed that most millionaires started investing in their 20s and maintained consistent investment habits for decades. They max out retirement accounts, invest in index funds, and take advantage of compound interest. Even small amounts invested early can grow into substantial wealth over time. They don't try to time the market or chase hot stocks. Instead, they invest steadily through market ups and downs, understanding that consistency beats timing. 3. They plan for the long term. Millionaires approach their finances with a clear long-term perspective. They set financial goals that span 20 to 30 years and make everyday choices aligned with these objectives. Instead of seeking instant rewards, they're willing to delay gratification, knowing that true wealth takes time to build. This mindset helps them remain disciplined, resisting impulsive spending, and ignoring flashy get-rich-quick schemes that often derail others. For millionaires, building wealth is a steady marathon, not a fast sprint, and this patient approach is key to their lasting success. 2. They surround themselves with like-minded people. Millionaires know that who you surround yourself with can greatly impact your financial success. They intentionally spend time with people who are financially responsible and supportive of their wealth-building goals, rather than those who pressure them to spend beyond their means. They often join investment clubs, attend financial workshops, and seek out mentors who have already achieved success and can offer valuable guidance. By choosing friends and networks that share their financial values, millionaires avoid the common trap of lifestyle inflation, where increased income leads to higher spending instead of more saving and investing. This supportive environment helps them stay motivated and accountable, making it easier to stick to long-term plans. In essence, millionaires understand that their network is not just social, it's a crucial part of their financial strategy, helping them grow their wealth while avoiding costly distractions. 1. They live below their means. One of the most surprising findings about wealthy people is how much less they spend compared to their income. While the average American tends to spend about 95% of what they earn, millionaires typically spend only between 60% and 80%. This means they live well below their means. Instead of flaunting wealth through flashy cars, expensive clothes, or upscale neighborhoods, many wealthy individuals choose practical, modest lifestyles. They often drive used cars, shop at discount stores, and live in middle-class neighborhoods rather than the most luxurious areas. This approach isn't about being cheap or stingy. It's a deliberate strategy focused on long-term wealth building rather than short-term status. Wealthy people understand that every dollar spent on luxury items is a dollar that cannot be invested or allowed to grow through compound interest over time. By controlling their spending and avoiding unnecessary extravagance, they free up more money to invest, save, and build real assets. This disciplined habit of living below their means and prioritizing savings is a major factor that distinguishes genuine wealth from simply looking wealthy. Many who appear rich actually have little to no net worth because they spend as much or more than they earn, leaving nothing left to grow into true financial security. Real wealth isn't about looking rich. It's about having the freedom to live life on your terms. Which of these millionaire habits surprise you most? Drop it in the comments, and if you've seen these traits in someone you know, tell us their story. If this gave you a new perspective on wealth, like, subscribe, and share it with someone who thinks millionaires all fit the same mold. Until next time, stay disciplined, stay intentional, and remember, quiet money is often the smartest money.